Okay, so Tig here, we know he is from an older template time because he's got the wrong icon. So if we open him up, he actually has all the components of the new template, but there's a few things under the hood that are missing from this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drag and we're going to select everything on the page right up to this comment, and you're going to hit delete.
Okay.
So it's all going to go away, but then you get this option to add the template back in. So we'll go add a new breeding dog template. Now this seems really scary, but what the reality is that everything that's in here is just data pulled from another database. So it's already all populated. So if he had notes, they would all appear there. By deleting this part of things, you don't actually delete any of his information. Now, if the documents had been added properly, they would pop up here, but they weren't added properly, so they don't pop up here. So just to give you an example, so if I go blah, 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 okay? So I've added that note to his file because I'm like, oh yeah, I need to add this note to his file. Oh, I'm gonna add some documents to his file too. So I'm gonna just grab these documents and I'm gonna add the documents in. Okay, I got my documents, I made my note and blah. Okay, yeah, that's good. And then like, oh damn, the template changed again. So now I've got to go and I'm gonna delete everything. And so I go ahead and I delete it all. Okay, yeah, now I'm gonna add new breeding dog template. Okay, and I come in. Now, blah, blah, blah is missing because that's a one-off singular piece of data that disappeared when I hit delete. But those documents, which are actually LS documents, are all there because they're actually housed in a different database. So even though I deleted it, I didn't actually delete it. So seems really scary when you go and delete everything, but the reality is, if done properly, every single one of these things is housed inside of another database. And this is just a rolled up view of that database, and you won't delete anything. These things, if you added a custom task, so let's say we schedule, let's just do this. We schedule an OFA and a PPG there. And we're like, okay, yeah, that's good. And then, okay, and then he had a custom task. Okay, oh no, wait, I want to take that custom task out for now. Okay, so if we did that and we come and we delete the whole thing again, and we apply a template. Now, these tasks which were scheduled don't disappear, but that custom task that I pulled in and pulled out again does get deleted. Okay, so if I schedule an OFA and I pull it out, and I have scheduled a PPG and I pull it out, and I delete this whole thing. Now see, these little buttons here, they're actually, it's a little template button, and I can configure it to do any number of things. So for example, if we want, you don't need to know all this, it's too much detail, but if we wanted to like add a, right, I could, okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. And then, can't remember, did I do it for OFA? Yeah, so if I click OFA, that checky box there pops up, right? This is part of this template, but if I click it again and again, and I can just keep adding these things. Let's just, if we just delete these, but then we can add it again. Now, if I delete this checkbox, but click this, it pops up again because it's set in here. Details you don't need to know. I'm just, sometimes these things percolate through eventually. So if I've done these two guys and they've changed from this plus symbol to this page symbol, and I delete the whole template again and apply it, they're not going to come back because they're custom one-off data. These 5 buttons are actually like they're part of the template, but if I add anything back and forth, then it disappears. So be mindful of that if it's going to be an issue.